I'm so excited for Vino right now, though, and Kinzel. Both these players play so well. When inside that third and fourth zone, they're basically invisible when no one shoots at them once. They both are basically thinking a lot, don't have that added pressure of pressure, and every time we see them in this way, they hit a top 5.
Even from our, our POVs and our broadcast production, they seem to sneak on through them, man. We can't even catch them with that.
No, absolutely, and now we'll see a man who likes having the added pressure, likes playing off of other people's side of Tayson. He's there, but once again, he likes having this 3x3 box around him basically free. The game that we saw that he had this much control around him in space, I believe he ended up picking up Nebs on low ground. It was game number 2. It's the same game that he won as well. So when Tayson's in here, when he has control, it's kind of like organized control of chaos that's around him as well. He plays very, very well. He dictates, he orchestrates the people around him. He baits people in the bad spots. He forces eliminations. It's very good, and he's at that starting spot right now.
At 10th place, Snazy was just eliminated as well, so 2 people in the top 10 gone, Tripper and Snazy. Now, this is it. Zone 4 is about to reveal. All these people on the outer edge of Zone 3 may have to either make a long rotation or a very short one. Time will tell here. It's coming down to the final moments, the final storm circles here. Janice in 41st place. This is what's so wild, Shayo, is that there's still names in this lobby, still players in this lobby that could be a big factor, that could be that tsunami, that could cause the chaos that stops someone on their run.
Definitely lots of players at the table. For Janice, it might be an all-in type of move right now. The loadout not looking too good. The gas canister's there. Might have a pad and a few mats, but what happens when you're finally at that position? You need to siphon up an upgraded loot set completely. For Nebs, though, the counteracting man, the retake king, the machete, I would say. This dude is here, sideswiping at Trio's endgame, and he has a free pass in the zone.
He's gonna need a victory royale to get him from 6 all the way to 1st. That's what's on stake for Nebs. And if I'm gonna help you out, look at that golden number. The threshold right now for 1st is at 96 points. So if we're gonna switch POVs here and you wanna keep up with us in the chaos, just look at that number. So 66, you're seeing a 30-point difference, and that is a victory royale. So if Nebs can do that, could make this ultimate comeback, that is what's on the line.
I have to be Vino and Tayson going down, which is highly unlikely at this moment, but at the same time did happen in that last game. Their ultimate test will be the 5th zone. Vino, 2 pads now in his inventory. Has a lot of materials as well to work with, but at the same time, they might just last him a single little zone. He's getting a little bit pressured on all sides. His thinking might be slightly slower. It's 4ZR, who's basically been trained by Reason at Believer Beach the entire tournament in defense of these box fights. So it'll be a very, very difficult man to invade and shoot. He's basically been fighting the best fighter on EU and winning today.
This is what I'm talking about. 4ZR, a very tremendous opponent, knows how to play defense like you pointed out, Shayo. So Vino has to be careful. Here it is, the top 3. Vino, Tayson, and Kinzel, and we're seeing how close they are. Only 3-point difference between Vino and Tayson, and right now a 12-point between Kinzel and Tayson.
Kinzel literally has a world of work to do. Yes, he's in the top 3, but he is literally 10 points behind. 5 eliminations is what he needs. He needs to start having his game right now, put the pressure on, blow up gas cans. The loot looks so good, though. It's just, he can't just sit idly by. We know that if he hits endgame and Vino and Tayson are alive, these guys survive as long as he does. He needs to make up that difference in elims, something that is very difficult to do, not only for Kinzel, but just in solos in general. So that will be at stake for him. Has to be double digits right here.
Kinzel's having the best solo performance in Season 3. He only had 26 points, and the Invitational came in at 63rd, so he's going all the way back to his 30th placement of the World Cup solos. He's going all the way back to his DreamHack Solo Championship, so that is the time machine that Kinzel's right now. The old guard showing up, being that bright star that he's always been here at the All-Star Showdown Solo.
We keep talking about tests back and forth, and this is not one that Kinzel has to pass only right now, this maximum zone. He has to score in the high 90s, so
oh my.
4 seconds I'll have the launch pad to move. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
He has 2 in general as well, but no, he elects for the actual spicy fish to get moving. This is genius. A lot of people will be thinking and looking for launch pads the whole way through. So he finds a few around him. He pressures a few players too. If you see someone crazy with attack and steam coming out of their ears, you get out of dodge fast. And Kinzel forces Wakey to put down that pad. He uses it and saves 2 for later.
Verox got so lucky. Kinzel was about to glide on into this box, but Verox closed the edit right there. So that would have been a 2 points as Vino picks up another placement point right here, 97. So everyone else, though, that's still alive, that's right behind him, picked that up as well. So the lead has not grown yet.
Eerie silence in this last game. 49 people alive, but you don't hear a single AR being shot for more than 3 seconds. Everyone is waiting to see where this zone will go. Will it be Reason who has the advantage? Refsguard that takes control, or Tayson who slides away unscathed in this end game? He will have somewhat of a pull here, but I believe it's Vino on the bottom left side of the map who gets that max zone pull. There he is. Slender, Trulex, Andalex, many big names above him, but this guy is the king right now. 97 total points, a 3-point lead for the moment, and he has the biggest chance to hold it on the low ground.
This lobby is about to crash down on Vino right now. Tayson and Vino have more top 10 placements than any other player right now. This is difficult. Vino has a hopper fish, has a pad. If he could do this right now, he needs to survive as the lobby's gonna crash down on him. He may be able to do it as we're on board here with Tayson, second place. He's gonna have to make a movement, looking through all the opponents. He's working his way through. A sniper shot just misses him and hits the brick here. This is our top 3 making their movement through. Let's see who survives this treacherous rotation. Kinzel's in, he's vibing. Now it is Vino up into the sky. Look at the top of your screen, folks. If Vino can make it to the front side, finds another pad, another moment to breathe as he's gliding through. Can he survive this glide? He sees a lot of names underneath him. He has height and a moment to breathe as Tayson picks up an elimination on the bottom right of your screen.
This is a triathlon of a challenge for all these top 3 players. Tayson with that big dash, but Kinzel doesn't make it past that high jump. Another player goes straight into his box. It's Shizo that takes him out, our old second-place warrior who's trying to come back into the sun. At the same time, we see Elims all across the feed. Tayson dodging them all right now.
1 point separating Tayson and Vino. 1 point separating our top 2 right now.
The Elims are made up from Tayson. Top 30 situation. The damage is looking good overall as well. Cammy, Mosh going down, but Tayson's not the same box as someone else in the feed. The beam is there. Zeus cannot stop the champion right now. 2 Elims. I think he's pulled away from exactly where Vino could be, and he's close over to a slightly higher layer as well. Where is Vino? All the way on low ground in his own box. He's biding his time. It doesn't matter just yet. It might be 0 Elims, but he's used so many mats to get to this situation. On the backside of American. He needs this Elim so badly. He has the hop flopper active as well. He can actually make up a lot of space with this one and save materials. He's out now. Completely out for the moment. The final box for Vino on the top right side of your screen. He's 1 point behind Tayson right now, who's all the way up in the land of clouds, editing all the way down below. He's getting closer and closer to Vino. Vino's classic 90-degree spray. It's not enough to actually confirm any eliminations. He just does a little bit of damage. Top 11, but he finds one. A huge Elim and lots of mats. 200 to work with. It'll buy him a little bit of time. Tayson, though, on the bottom right, he's looking for his chance. A big beam, lots of shots. He's going for it, but no confirmation.
Vino retakes the lead, now in the lead by 1 point. It's 112 to 111. That's coming down to the final moments. We're on board and focusing on Vino as Reason gets taken out by Seti. So that's not going to be another big game from Tayson. But now he has eyes on Tev. Now he has eyes on Vasroki. Did Tayson pick up those eliminations? No. Vasroki just snatches that Elim from Nebs here. This is it, folks. Don't go anywhere. It's a top 6 situation, and we have 2 competitors who are going to be able to walk away right now with some big money.
Final moments, 5 people left. Vino has height, Tayson all the way in the middle. Those are the 2 eyes, the 2 names you have to be focusing on right now. Tayson is literally in a world of hurt, but at the same time finds 2. That could be the difference. It'll have to be Vino going for the win right now in order to catch up. He's going for Erkin as well. If he gets 3, that could be it. He's moving forward, forcing the placement. Tayson on all walls, but he sees everything through. Finds it. A big matchup. Tayson takes them all. The undisputed best solo player possibly in the entire world. Guild Tayson takes out everyone, literally everyone in this competition, and is your all-star champion.
What a dominating way to close it out. The golden boy of the EU region, looking strong and mighty, and got himself the FNCS All-Star Showdown Solo Championship. Wow!
One by one, Titan falls. One by one, every single legend in the scene who's looking to stop this man cannot complete the task. He is absolutely unstoppable. He is both that immovable wall and that crazy fast object you cannot slow down. Tayson is just a different beast entirely. Vino survived all the way to the very end. He had height, he had the best rotation, but Tayson himself just had the power, he had the confidence, he had the speed to dive into every box. Right here, he should have been taken out, but Toos couldn't do it. Tayson survived. Vino had the best clutch elimination as well, but at the same time could not use it to get to the very end. Tayson is just a different breed. He is honestly, I would say, one of the best players, if not the best player alive for Fortnite right now.
It wasn't supposed to go. It wasn't supposed to go down to that. We've never ever seen that finish before. My goodness, I am Sancho West, alongside with my buddy, my pal, Shio Wager. Thank you so much, Shio, for everything you've done for me. It's been a tremendous ride, and wow, man, what a great finish, brother.
What a great finish indeed. There's so much to break down in that last game. We got to talk it over and hand it over to Zeke, Levin, and Reese to show us the end of the All-Star event.
Tayson! Tayson! What? Tayson! I don't understand. Okay, first off, props to both these players. Vino, there's no reason you should have been alive in that end game. There's literally no reason, and yet you held on. You just crept along in the shadows. You waited to strike. You find someone. You make that impact. You make it work for you. But Tayson, guys, I love, and you can tell the